He's awake. He's coming back.
I've been waiting for so long. Come back to us. Come back. Do you not remember the fun times we used to have?
Hello everybody, my name is Kidney, and today I am looking at the Monsterarts Godzilla 2002. This review is to see if this figure holds up to any other figures that I have in my collection. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and maybe tell you if you should pick it up or not. So, I haven't really done this in a little bit, so I'm going to try to get back into it. Yeah, cool. So, first, we're gonna start with the box. Just as always. See a nice picture of Godzilla right here, as if you couldn't already see it yourself. Blind ass. Bandai Namco, claw marks. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Banger. Monsterarts Godzilla 2002. Right here, Tamashii Nations thing. Sure. And then this is just basically just saying Bandai Tamashii Nations quality. We'll see about that, bitch. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. I love Tamashii Nations and Bandai. They make some banger ass figures. And then we have 2023 Godzilla, some other things like that. On the side, you have claw marks again, Godzilla's name, other stuff. On this side, you have them smiling at you, just like every other Monsterarts Godzilla. This box is beat to shit. Yeah. I've only had it for about a year, and actually, no. I bought it like that. I bought it from a place like that. Anyways, right here you have Godzilla. Very emotive. He's an emoto dragon. Please laugh. And then, on the bottom, there's him roaring, as if you haven't already seen Godzilla roar before. Roar before. What's wrong with me? Alright, now this is where we get into the video, the actual, articulation and alright, this is where we're going to get into the articulation, paint, blah, 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 blah. So, from most figures that I have done reviews on that are SH Monsterarts, I give them high praise. And then I proceed to show that all the ball joints pop off extremely easily. If I'm being honest, that's not necessarily quality in my book. But let's see how this one does. So, up here at the head, so you're gonna look up. So you go a little bit too hard there, pops right off. But yeah, it just pops right back on. Anyways. Oh my god. Anyways. There's that. He looks up about uniform. And then, well, you can't really do anything with him because oh wait, look at that. He goes up just a little bit more than that. Anyways, neck doesn't really go down all that much. It's basically his stock pose looking head ass. And then mouth opens. Very nice, very wide. Just gonna go ahead and show you the detail all right there. Just look at the detail on the neck. That is insane. I just love all the little scales and little dust patches, probably from, being stored away on a shelf. Anyways, his tongue can move. Yep, his tongue can move. Close that up because we don't like it that much. Quit yapping. And then coming to the back, like look at all the little spikes just on his back. This is a very not fun figure to hold, especially if you're trying to pose him with all his spikedness. But arm can go out that far. Same on this side. They both can do the T-pose. It's supposed to be a double ball joint, but I think Bandai had other ideas because this figure's arms are shit. Absolute dog shit. So, and then here, so yeah, you can forward, back, yeah, you can get a forward and back. I don't know if you can see that, like that. So basically a butterfly joint. Well, it's just a ball joint. So goes out, goes in. You can't get a swivel because this arm keeps popping off, and I've done everything I can to make sure that it doesn't do that. But not necessarily happy with that. There's the hands. They do a spin, but oh my god, look at that! It just keeps popping off. Amazing figure, guys. 10 out of 10. Would definitely recommend this to your enemies if they're into Godzilla. Or, you know, maybe don't recommend them anything because they're your enemies. No, don't take that from me. You should already know these things. So anyways, just looking at his arm detail. And then detail on the claws. So it'll focus. Bruh, hey. Bruh, how are you not, oh my god. How are you not focusing on the claws? Alright, well. Anyways, it's a light tan going into a dark brown, kind of. Well, knowing Bandai, they only like using, you know, like 3 colors on their figures. On the chest, there's all that detail. On the neck, really nice detail. Oh, I didn't get to show you the eyes. So on that side, he's looking up. So on that side, he's looking up. This side, he is looking way, way up. Cool. There, y'all seen the thing. Now, right here, he has a crunch right there, abdomen crunch. Splits these two. So, about like that. Well, about like that, about like that. Pretty decent. And then he can go even further. Oh my god. Please don't be a Final Wars incident. Anyways, I thought it could have been more than that. I must have been wrong. Because it just bends that far. But yeah, it's just 2 segments that kind of just fold into the body, kind of. Well, kind of. So, it's not really a lot on this side that does it. You get most of your movement from the top with an ab crunch. Now for the legs, I hate these legs so much. But they do leg. So, up about that far. Well, sorry, forward about that far. And he goes back ridiculously far. Crazy. I know. And then let's not have a Final Wars incident. Okay. Slowly. Anyways, he goes in, out, kinda swivel on that right there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that squeaking right now. And then bend at the knees. Bend at the knee. See, it just doesn't bend all that much. I mean, I guess it bends more than I'm really letting y'all believe. But, yeah, I mean, I guess it bends enough. Yeah, it bends pretty good. Oh, my God. I hate these fucking legs. Oh, my God. I do this to myself, though, so. It's not really a y'all thing. It's more of a me thing. Anyways, right here, you can kind of do a swivel. Swivel. I think it's just a floating piece, so. yeah, there's that. And then every, ball joint in a SH Monsterarts leg usually isn't allowed to, look like a broken leg. Goes about the same in as it does out. Actually, it goes out more than it does in. Cool. And then, of course, we all know it does a swivel. Not a fan of that. But yeah. Down. Up. Pivot. Swivel, blah, 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 blah. Now, just looking at all that detail on his stomach, his thighs, his knees, his calves, there is no question about it. They took time with this figure. They definitely took time with this figure. And there are some things I do adore about it. Being the tail. Bruh. You can put this motherfucker in any fucking pose. Look at that. You can put it in any fucking pose. And it works. It stays. Look at that. Perfect. It works so well. I'm not gonna be honest, if we had this type of tail on Ultima, I think Ultima would be my top 5 SH Monsterarts figures. Because this tail right here, I can literally put it in any position I want. Look at that. Can your Godzilla action figures do that? Probably. They're not that special. But it's crazy because you can just put it in so many different positions. Look at that. I feel like all the budget went to the tail. They skipped out on the legs so they can make a good tail. If I'm being honest, I think I'd rather have good legs. I feel like you can get a lot more, expressiveness in just the stance alone. I mean, I know Godzilla and his tail is associated, the same kind of way as a cat wagging its tail. But personally, I think I would have liked a few less segments to go with the legs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fix this, and oh my God, fix that. Because, I mean, there's literally no reason that these should be so easy to pop off and everything else be so solid. There's no reason. But, yeah, I guess that's my review for this figure. I've been kind of putting this thing off because life hit hard and I'm just trying to catch up. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I am an avid Godzilla freak, and I enjoy messing around with things in that kind of vein. But here we go. We're gonna do some size comparisons. Yay! God. Anyway. Kiryu model kit that I built a couple months back. Let me know if you want me to do a review on this thing. I absolutely love it. I find myself picking this thing up all the time. It's ridiculous. But clearly you can see that Kiryu has a definite size advantage over our SH Figure Arts. Bringing them to the side. Yeah. I mean, they don't scale well together, but they do look well together, if that makes sense. Here's another one. Here's our Lord and Savior, Shin Godzilla. You know, the God incarnate. Cool. Look at that. Motherfucker's tail is like basically the same amount of plastic as the Godzilla we're reviewing right now. That's insane. Basically 2 figures. But yeah, I mean, these figures, they don't look too bad side by side. And then moving these guys out of the way, bringing in my custom painted Optimus Prime. Cool. And then we have my fiance's Gundam that she built herself. But yeah, he fits right at home with some of your Gundams or your Transformer action figures that you violate with a paintbrush to make him look like a cartoon. Yeah. Anyways, so whenever it comes to this guy, I picked this guy up at Barnes and no. I picked this guy up at Second & Charles for like $162. Yes. I spent a pretty penny on this thing, and that's one of the biggest disappointments, is that I feel like this figure is not worth that. I feel like maybe it's worth $100. I mean, shit, even the figures that I bought for $100 are better than this thing. Anywho, if you are an avid Godzilla collector and you just have to scratch that fucking itch and get everything Godzilla because you're a psychopath like me, go for it if you have the money. I can't justify getting this fucking thing. I really can't. I really can't justify getting it. But if this is your favorite Godzilla, then I would recommend it to you. But where it stands, price point, the things that fall off on it, the paint is really good. I'm surprised I didn't go over the spines. I think I just lost all care for that. But the spines are painted really nicely. The mouth and the teeth. There's no globs or anything. This is like a perfectly like a perfectly painted SH Monsterarts figure. It's just a shame that it's perfectly painted, but on a shit figure. In my opinion, this figure is one of those that you put in a position and you leave it alone. You're basically just gonna brick the figure. I wouldn't say just super glue the joints together and keep it like that. But I do think that if you get this figure, you shouldn't move it all around that much, especially if you're trying to, find longevity in your figures. Yeah. I haven't done one of these videos in so long. I really don't know how to close it out. So I think I'm just gonna leave it here. See ya.